Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and we are on, I believe, 24, I think, of our Houguang studio, our music studio. We're doing the actual building of the studio. Did you watch my last video? Okay, gotta say, if you watched any part of it, thank you. If you stuck with me through that last video, you are a saint, because I try not to cuss very much on this channel in case we have younger viewers, maybe watching with your parents or something, but I'm gonna say it. Little ones, close your ears. Last episode, last build was a shit show. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad. But that is my reality of building miniatures. I don't always get it right. And that's what I want to show you guys. It doesn't always come together on the first go. You know, you watch some of these other channels, and I'm not bashing any other channels, but they only put in, they take out any errors or any miscalculations or anything that's done incorrectly. They take it out and they just show the finished product, which is great. I watch them. I watch a lot of the fast forward ones, and they're fun to watch. But I wanted someone that is, if you're having trouble, you know, and you're looking up other builders, like, because that's how I found the community of miniature builders on YouTube. I started my own build. I had trouble. I went to YouTube to look, see if anybody had done it. Not this one, but my magic house. And I found some that had. I found a lot of fast forwards. They didn't really help because I couldn't see how they were putting the pieces together that I was having trouble put together. I did find, especially Daniel Builds. He's wonderful. He does all of his prep work off camera, so you only see the build part, but it's wonderful because he's helped me immensely. It's funny because there's only so many miniatures out there, and so I noticed he's doing one now that I've already done, and I've done some he's already done. It's fun. But that's why when I decided to do mine, I wanted to show all the good, the bad, the ugly, the breakdowns, the fall aparts, the deconstruction that I now have to do on these 4 parts because I did them wrong the first time. Now let me move some of this out of my way, hopefully without demolishing anything else. So what I was trying to do on the last one, it was finish out this wall, and it showed the white French window and then one of these. Well, it's too much for that space. And then I realized that these were wrong. The angles were wrong. And I stared and I stared and I tried and I tried and I just could not figure it out. So I had to quit for the night. It wasn't super late. I wasn't super tired. I couldn't see it. So I got some sleep. I came back this morning. I grabbed my book and I went to figuring out what I had done wrong. And I did. Now the only part is, again, we have to deconstruct. So I'm going to carefully take this transparency paper. Unfortunately, they all have the transparency paper. I'll see what I can save. I did pull out my little baggie because I have some extra. I don't know if I have enough, if we have to redo them all. We'll see what we have. But we at least have to have the right construction, the right pieces, the right sizing. You know, if one window doesn't have some transparency on it, oh, I'm not going to stress. So this is what I did wrong on these two. I put these on upside down. So how these are angled and these are flat, the flat side needs to be there. That's all I did wrong. I simply put them on upside down. So we're going to glue them on the correct way. See if I can get some of this old glue off, maybe a little bit. Don't want to gouge the wood. Oh yeah, there we go. But I don't really want it to sit on top of that mold glue if it doesn't have to. There we go. Oh, those are good. Okay. So alcohol glue already making a mess. Let me get a wipe. Oops, and I threw something. My door. We don't want to throw the door. Ugh. Okay. Now make sure I do it the correct way. Flat side down. No, I looked at that, but I must have missed that. Oh, strings. Okay, flat side down now. Unfortunately, we do have a couple little spots, but it's okay. It's going to be covered by the, what are these covering? It's not the street light. This, not the spotlight. The, oh, what is it called? The window in the ceiling. The, skylight. Oh my gosh. Yes, I had to look that up. These ones are not wanting to stay where I put them, so let me hold them for just a sec. No, it didn't hold. These ones, well, yeah, because they have the black siding to hold on to. The alcohol glue gets on your finger a little bit, and then it gets a little bit tacky, and you touch the wood, it like leaves a trace. I'm just scraping it off. Come on, stick. Again, the exciting part of miniatures. Woohoo! Don't stick to my mat. One side stuck, the other one slipped again. Now this one slipped when I moved it. Come on. Did I not put enough glue on you? I thought I did. Okay, I think we're good there. Now these two. I thought maybe perhaps I had done the inside ones backwards, but no, there's three here. No, what I did was I did the outside ones. Well, in essence, the inside ones. Anyways, I put the tall ones. The tall ones should be with the little pieces, and the shorter ones need to be with the longer pieces. So we're gonna have to pop these apart. Trying to see if I can kind of just get excess glue off while I do it. My door just does not want to stay. So yeah, in essence, I put, because it was the wrong pieces, but I was measuring the side ones, the small ones, and the one I was looking at and then measuring was matching. So I thought, well, it must be right, but no. When I was looking at the small pieces, I should have been measuring the sides because it was the sides that were wrong. Oh, kind of split that piece a little bit. Notice I'm pretty good at deconstruction. This isn't my first rodeo. I probably have more deconstructed houses, or more houses that have been deconstructed at some point because of some mistake I've made, versus houses that I got right on the first try. Yeah, I've had to take apart furniture before, I've taken apart walls, obviously, like I am, you know, windows like I am now. One time, I even had, the whole base was made up of 3 parts. And it was a big base, and it stair-stepped. The bottom, and then the middle, and then the top. Somehow, I got them in the wrong order. But they were so, and they were thick particle boarded. It sucked in that glue. And I had papered, already put all the paper on. Well, the only difference between the top 2 tiers was this one section of step that was not papered. Now, it was on the top instead of in the middle. So what did I do? Yep, I chopped it off and I attached it to the middle piece. I didn't, if I would have pried them apart, I would have ruined all my flooring, all my paper flooring. And it was only like my 2nd or 3rd build, so I didn't have, I mean, I don't have extra flooring now, but I didn't have pretty much anything extra then, and didn't really have the knowledge of how to use extras. So yeah, I chopped off a big chunk, like this big. It was rounded, about this big, and it was like that thick. Chopped it off, reattached it. So please stay. I want to use my little. So I want the short ones, the short sides with the long top and bottoms. And they go and also the other thing I had done wrong, they do not go on the inside. They go, so this is the full width. And they're going to sit like that. But I have drag glued all over this one. You probably get out a bit of your sandpaper, but I'm afraid it's going to take off the paint, like as a whole, versus maybe if I just score a little bit deep in one little spot. That's okay. All right, so it's going to go like that on the top, which I had that wrong too. So that was another reason why it didn't fit. So if you've heard me talk on some of my other videos, talk about maybe some future plans. I've been wanting to do a doctor's office, but I cannot find a kit anywhere. So I've been talking about building my own, doing my first non-kitted build. And I've already found some, that did not stay at all. I've already found some pieces like the posters for the walls and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. But I was thinking about getting 4 rooms, like the little individual room ones I did, the series of 8 that I did, getting 4 of those blanks, and then doing a reception room, a waiting room, a doctor's office, the doctor's office, and then, just tore it all apart, and then the patient room. Well, that's still a viable option. But now I'm wondering, I saw this really, really cute, I think it started out as just a bookshelf, but it was in the shape of a house, and it was kind of small. And then instead of putting books on the shelves, there was 2 shelves. They split them into 2 and made 4 rooms, so you wouldn't be looking at it down. Like if I had built the 4 rooms, you would have to look down on it. Whereas if I used like a shelf, you would look in on it. So I'm kicking around that idea now and kind of trying to figure out what shelves I could use and modify to make. My dad has a whole tool shed, like where he does woodworks. He's got a wood lathe. Oh, this is just a mess. And I know he would help me. I'm not saying I could do all the work by myself, but I would give a valiant effort. But I know he would help me. He's helped me make things like my the frames for my diamond arts and stuff in the past. So I know he would help me build if I needed to modify anything. So I'm not worried about, finding exactly what I want. I just want something, I'm thinking just something close, but it can be simple enough that it can be cheap, and then I can modify it to make it look more like a miniature house, I don't know, just a thought I've been kicking around. I have a lot of thoughts kicking around in my head most days. This is just not wanting to stay. What is wrong? Okay, and then our 2 long ones. Now these ones are going to go on the inside. I don't even know if I need to use that for these. They're so small. Am I even in frame? I'm sorry. I think I'm scooted a little bit further back today. I need to scoot my chair up. So my comfortable spot is back here, which is kind of at the edge instead of being up here. Give me just a second and I will scooch. They're not 100% dry, but they're better and they're movable now. Yeah, they're. I have to After this build, I have a feeling I'm going to have to sandpaper my mat again. That's how I get all the stuck on glue and stuff, is I just use sandpaper, little sand, and just a file and file it all off. It doesn't sound like wood or nails, so it's a little different sounding. It's not as bad, and I do it very, very quickly. I do not get stuck on the little itty bitty pieces. Just do a quick overall, because you know how y'all, I hate sand, the sound of sandpaper. Ugh. Okay, now let's put a touch of glue on these. Get a million strings. Well, what's wrong here? Okay. Now we've got them all at least glued properly. Now let's see if I can save these or not, because I think the tops are going to be, yeah, they're going to be wrong. Yeah, because they're going off in the wrong direction. And they're too wide because now I've made the proper change to the width. So I'm thinking, let's cut them off even where they make the bend, because it's the bend that's wrong. And then, yeah, and then those are even bigger, so we can put them on and then, okay, I got it. We're going to use the same pieces, just we need to cut them apart to give them the right angles. But what I do need to see is what side they go on, because that was also a mistake I made in the last video. I did one correct and I did one incorrect. Hence why we have all these extra glue on here I'm trying to strip off, because obviously this one was the one I put on wrong and it's been repositioned a couple of times. Fortunately, it's not super hard to get this off. Maybe a little patience, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So now I need to look where when I'm placing them. And let me scoop my chair up so I'm in the right. Yeah, that's what was wrong. I was completely scooted back. Okay, so this one with the black is going to go this way. So I want it on the inside. Okay. Can I see if this is clogged? Because I felt like last time. Oh no, why do I always do that? I don't know why I always forget about that. Okay. Maybe I just didn't get it thin enough. It's a little bit too thick. Because this was a refill. I just refilled this. For this build. Maybe I should have pulled some of that glue off of the wall, this wall. How far does that go up? Okay, so we're going to go across the black here. Okay, it's a little bit short, so but I don't need it 100% at this base because all that is not seen. So I'm just going to push it a little bit up so it goes right to the top of that. Which it's still like below the white. We have the black and then the white. So plenty of room. Actually, it's slightly just a little bit over on the corners, which, yeah, because I didn't change the width of these. What was I thinking? This must have been from before. They weren't exact, trimmed exact. Okay, so that's good. And now we want to use excuse me, I am going to have to trim up the top. It is too much because we're different angle. Sorry if this is hard for you guys to see me working with the transparent paper, but I don't know what else to do other than just use it, just put it together. I don't know how else to kind of showcase it for you guys. Okay, and we have a correct piece here. Now we're going to do the same thing with this one. Yeah, it's coming out full nozzle. I think it's just a little bit extra thick than I'm used to. Because out of the original bottle, this stuff is like super thick. Super thick. It won't even come out of this nozzle. Now this one must have not been trimmed good at all, because like that whole side is extra. I hit my thumb. There we go. A little bit. Okay, and then take, oh, you know what, I didn't check. I didn't check if I just put it on the right side or not. Dang it. Nope, I did not. Fudge, 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 fudge. I wonder if that is enough glue on there to make it stick. I don't know. We're gonna check. Doesn't hurt to try. I mean, worst it'll happen is it'll come undone and I'll have to start over. Can't believe I did that after I just told myself to check. And no, just because I'm talking to you guys, it is not this distraction. This is just me all the time. When I turned 50, we had a big family birthday party in Phoenix, and all my siblings came. I'm the oldest of 5, and so my 4 other siblings came from, well, one was in Phoenix, but 2 were in Phoenix, actually. 2 were in Oregon. My best friend from Oregon came. Nieces, nephews came from Florida and Arizona. It was great. We had a ton of people. Anyways, my brothers were, one of them were trying to tell me something, and I was just like, honest to God, I don't remember. I don't remember. And he just says, oh my gosh, I told you this yesterday. And my mom walked through and said, oh, if it wasn't in the last, like, 3 minutes, she doesn't remember. I was like, yeah, exactly. If it's not something totally pertinent to this moment, I may not remember it at all. Okay. Stay where I put you. I think we're good here, guys, too. All right, we have our 2. These are going to hold up our skylight, so these are completed. Good to go. And now, these ones don't matter what side they go on because I can just turn them around. Let's see if we can get some of this excess glue off without tearing apart our build. Oh, no, you stay. I'm not scraping the paint. It's just that alcohol glue that was sitting, or the aliens glue that was sitting on top. Because there was quite a bit of it. Might as well just keep it going here. That way you can just clean up once and isn't really a big deal if you don't get this off. The glue will stick to it. Just, you know, you can kind of see it. And since it comes off so easily, I thought, why not? Okay. It's not totally off that side, but it's fine, it's fine. So now let's see what we can do with this transparent stuff. Since I was 15 and 3/4, I worked at McDonald's when I was in high school, and the motto, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. I kind of still am like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not overly clean. I have clutter many places. Okay, we are way short on that, and we are way over on this. So, but not enough to do both. So what I think I'm going to do, glue this one down, cut it, glue what we have here, and then use this section to finish off this. That's what I'm going to do. Few little spots on this. Not much. I think I got them most already. Try to get it so I don't have to trim 2 sides and only have to trim 2. We use that to finish off that. No. Didn't hold on tight enough to the right spots. Okay. Yeah, not bad. I think it did. Yeah, just no? Yeah. Okay. Now here is the one we need to install next. Here's our white French door. This was the start of all the trouble. This little bugger. I mean, no, it was not the start of all the trouble. It was the finding of all the trouble, because I had already started the trouble when I made these 4 pieces wrong. Totally 100% my fault. But it happens. I mean, you know, if you saw the beginning of these builds, you saw how many pieces were in those bags. Oh my gosh. And to have only these two be put upside down, and then to have these two and these two be switched, I don't really think is that bad for how many pieces we had to deal with to put together different things. So I'm not upset with myself. Like I said, it happens. It's happened before. I'm sure it'll happen again. It's just made me really good at, you can kind of see where the split is, but so somebody threw a baseball and cracked the window. I'm okay with that. So yeah, let's bring this back over here. Now remember, the transparent sides go in. So I'm just going to hit, it's so much more level. Remember last time it didn't touch? The top touches. And then the one with the black, right? And it fits for the most part, kind of, sort of. This one's off. This one's good, but no. But this fits good. Let's put this down. Now, granted, this here does not fit because these were slightly longer, just tiny bit, but just enough to, and I don't want to just spread glue all over, so I'm just going to put it on these bottom posts. Oh, that was a lot. And make sure it's in this, lined up here on top, and also in, remember it gives us the dotted lines. There's quite a bit of excess glue, and this is the alcohol glue. It says it, I don't think it's, well, it's clear, so it doesn't show like a color. It's not like white glue that dries white. It's not like that. But it does just kind of leave a bit of a puddled effect. But it's still clear, so it's very, very overlookable. No problems. Come on, stay lined up. Okay. So now we have a white French window in the correct place at the correct size. Yay! All right. I don't know what our time is looking at. Ooh, we're almost 50 minutes in. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can get our skylight on real quick. So that means this goes here, but we're gonna rock again. This goes here. And really, that doesn't quite fit. It's like half out of the white lines. Half in, but half out. I'm not screaming. I've done worse. I've done where they don't even fit in the lines at all. And then this one's gonna go, well, we'll put our roof on first, but let me just measure. Then that measures right. So we're not putting this on right now. So I'm just trying to think, if I butt these up here, it looks better. Now it doesn't touch at the very, very bottom or the very, very top, but it looks better than if I had it sit down, which pushes us out even further and this huge gap. So no, we're gonna now, even though it's not really touching down here, I'm making sure it's still lined up, or I thought I was. Okay, we need to get that other piece on quickly. Oh, it just, and I threw my wipey away, so I don't even have a wipey up here. I have strings everywhere. Okay, So we have, you can see a bit of a gap there, but bottoms touch and tops touch. It's the best I can do. It's because this one, it did slide in slightly. This one, okay, this side slide, it slid in slightly. This slid in a bit more because they're not quite even, but I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And now we're gonna put this down. Go all the way up. Yeah. Wait, what are you doing here? Nope, you're not lined up. Oh, you're not lined up. That's why. You gotta slide back. There, now you're lined up. Whoop, I'm so sorry. My bun, my hair hit my light. That's a first. I have not done that yet. Come on, stay where I put you. You stay. Trying to decide if I want this pink one to be level, come out of it, or to kind of slowly come back into the correct positioning on the flooring. I think I want it back in the correct position. No, that's good enough. Only thing with all these transparent, it looks like I can grab a hold of them, like reach my finger in to use as a pressure point, but I can't because there's transparency, transparent pieces on all of them. No one corner does not want to stay in the lines. Color in the lines. I think this is going to hold. I think we're pretty good. Oh, we have to put, it says 1028. What's 1028? Oh, I don't need any of my extra paper. $10.28 is our 95 live little cassette. So we're gonna put it on the inside here. It's like the window to let people know. It's obviously a radio music station, so like what channel to listen to. 95 live, which is funny. I think I listened to a 95 point something in San Diego, I think. It's funny because I always have to This is the only part I don't like. I don't like putting these on transparents because you're gonna see glue no matter what. So do I put it on the outside so you see the glue on the inside, or do I put it on the inside so maybe you won't see the glue if it's on that? I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna dot it in the corners. So if you do see it, maybe it'll look like little, like, what is that? Tacky stuff you use to hang up signs. Yeah, because even though it's gonna dry clear, you still see where it got like smushed on. There's no getting over that. That's how glue works. But you know what I mean, the little tacky stuff that you tear off and you put it in a little ball and then you stick it on posters so you don't have to put holes in the wall. All right, now we get our skylight. That is tangled up in what? Oh, there. Okay. Where is the wire going? Oh, we're not going to put our skylight on because guess what? This came off again. This is like the third time. What is happening with this? No, maybe this is the one that didn't come off the second time. The other two did. Did I just not put enough glue on them? The first time? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to give it another shot. If for some reason this comes apart again, we will be deconstructing and fixing completely. Because I do not want it to be up there falling, you know, attached. And I go to move it somewhere and it falls apart. But it only gives me, literally, the view I get is this view. So if you're, as if you're looking in here, and so I can't see where does the wire go on. I can't foresee it going on the inside. So does it go on the outside? Does it go out that corner? I don't know. This is what it doesn't tell me. But anyways, we've got to let this dry. So I think we're going to end it here. So what do you guys think? Did I fix my shit show from last time? I think I did. I think I did a pretty good job finding the cause, fixing the mistakes that I made, and then getting it all put together. So we've got a nice start of our studio here. So, yeah. All right, I hope you have a great day or night, whichever the case may be for you. And come back and join me next time while we figure out this skylight and then continue. Oh, and after our skylight, guys, we get to add vines. Yay! Because remember, the vine is going to go around this window. I think on the inside. Let's check it out, all right? And then we're going to input our little counter here. So come join me on our next build. Thanks.